Right, this time.
He's probably
This
listening,
time,
sorry.
I think we really are live.
Okay.
So, and it still is day 4 of Light and Building, and it still is day 3 of broadcasting from Ligman.
I think the appeal of us is our amateur,
Complete
attitude
inept.
to things.
Anybody could do this, couldn't they? Really? Let's face it.
But as I
Probably
said when I thought we were live, please remember we're lighting designers, not professional broadcasters.
Yep.
Thank you. So we've been talking about trends. Ian, what's your thought on trends this year?
Trends. Ooh.
Can you pick one thing you think people should go and see, or is that too difficult to pick one? Have you seen anything that was inspiring?
So I guess it feels like it's all about what bits you can plug into lighting.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed.
In terms of products, it's not as interesting as before. Like this year, it was all like controls and all these
Yeah.
Ligman things. So
Yes, there's a lot of people focusing on controls
Yeah.
and technology rather than new
Exactly.
fittings.
exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a good observation.
Looking at the infrastructure of light as a means
The
to
background
data
sort of
and
connection, yeah.
communication.
Yeah.
Trends. Everyone's copying everybody, and but they're doing it maybe slightly better. So
The copy's better than the original.
yeah, and even those who, the more sort of groundbreaking stuff that's been trending for a few years, the original companies are just doing it better this year. So I think it's a good thing.
I think the show is a lot of Me Too products. There's loads of magnetic stuff. There's loads of laser blade rip-offs. There's loads of miniature downlights. It's kind of convergent design.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame.
One thing that I liked was a company named Buschefeld from Germany.
Yeah.
I think my award for the most progressive lighting company here is XAL, actually. I think
Everybody's
Sorry.
saying the same thing.
Totally agree with you.
In sort of architectural lighting terms, lots of teeny little cylindrical spotlights, low voltage tracks, and magnets. Bloody everywhere. Loads of it. In technology terms, lots of Internet of Things, but nobody knows what it is or what to do with it.
Very good. The Tajikistan.
Actually, one or two interesting people in that world. What else? Really bad slogans are in this year.
What for me stood out so far is really like how every manufacturer is going for this miniaturization.
Yeah.
So really smaller things. We see more connectivity, not really a surprise there.
Yeah.
And a lot of human-centric lighting. Like if you don't have that in your booth, I don't know.
That's exactly how everybody is taking human-centric lighting, isn't it? It's this year's catchphrase. Nobody knows what it is or what it does.
There is one manufacturer that's even abbreviated it, and they've just written HCL.
Yes.
Like that's going to be a thing.
Buschefeld, they have this freestyle luminaire, which is basically a tiny little bit track.
Yep.
And you can do any kind of structure with this track, and you can add sort of light engine, and they have integrated Zicato Bluetooth.
Yep.
So it's really, and it's in the true meaning of the word, it's a freestyle thing. You can do really whatever you want.
I saw two things which could inspire me for the future. One is you may have heard OLED, OLED.
Yep.
It's a quite interesting technology because for me it's very complementary to
Yes.
LED because LED becomes more and more brilliant. It's hard to see and it's
Yes.
very efficient, but it's not very soft lighting. Besides OLED, it's not very bright.
Yes.
And somebody complained because it's not very efficient or it's not very bright enough. But I think it's very good because we all need soft light as much as bright light.
Yes.
For me, I see a fantastic technology because now the light is dynamic, is move itself.
Yes.
And I see fantastic spectrum, very precise. In the past, it's a little one. No.
I think the biggest change I'm seeing is in engineering, because years ago there was an incandescent lamp or quartz lamp or a metal halide lamp, and there were designers who took that that lamp back into a housing and tucked it back into a reflector and put a Coilex below it and thought about the glare to the eye and thought about the natural shielding of the eyelid, and they were all about the quality of light. And then the LED happened, and it was all about engineering. And those engineers were chemical engineers or electronic engineers. They were not lighting people.
Yes.
And now they've started to see the corporate culture has changed, and they understand the quality of light on the face more than ever before.
Optics is, if you be serious, optics is kind of one of the most interesting things at the moment. You know, everybody's kind of got the hang, after 10 long years, you know, everybody's got the hang of the basics
That
of
time,
LED,
that time.
and kind of gone back to where the light goes, you know. And over the last 2 or 3 years, we've started getting some of the tools back that we used to have that disappeared, you know. Like for 5 years or more, you couldn't get a proper asymmetric floodlight. They didn't exist. And now they're back, you know, so, and this is all down to optics.
Actually, we were sort of saying that we've seen quite a few like framing projectors.
Yeah, framing
so
projectors are
like
back,
kind of
asymmetric floods are back, double wall washers are back, all these things that you used to be able to get in the years of lamps, and that just disappeared in the early
and now
era.
they're back.
And they're back,
Yay!
which is great, you know, we like that.
I've seen like 5 trends on this fair. Do you want to hear them?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That was our next question, but that's really good.
So it's quality of the light. Finally, we're there, I would say.
Yes.
Have you seen sunlight? You know.
No, we haven't. We've seen the poster.
Go there. It's interesting. You know, the quality of the LED is like finally there. So that's okay.
So we don't have to worry about that anymore now.
No, of course we'll have to worry about that. But it's still like, you know, you go on a light fair, you see the best quality light. Then you go to your hotel and you put your reading light on. It's a compact version. Yeah. You know, it's still like we're living in different worlds.
Yeah.
So the second thing is that we have the luminaire as a design object, obviously, but with precious materials. You know, with very, very nice finish, and you know the quality of. Oh, it's really there now.
The materiality.
The materiality of it. Also the invisible light, so to speak. You know, the glare control, everything is there, and also the preciousness of the materials are there. And also the customization of possibilities to actually customize a park luminaire now. Endless.
Yeah.
One more. I have to look at my phone.
That's a real good summary.
And also the smartness of things, the connectivity, you know, all that stuff is like, it's there. So those 5 things. Was it 5?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It was indeed.
Those are my views.